Don't ask what's in my cup. Hey, it's Yay. Hey, it's Yay. Hello, everyone. It's Yay. Back with another episode of Don't Ask What's in My Cup. And today, I have another special guest. But before we get into it, don't forget to smash that subscribe button and also follow me on social media at Sippin' with Yay. That's Sippin' No G-Y-E. Tune in. So we have another special guest this evening. And in a second, he's going to introduce himself. He's going to tell us a little bit about what he does, as well as we're going to just talk a little bit about his inspirations and things of that nature. So, who are you?
I'm Kenny. I'm Ye's stepdad. And I am a behavior intervention specialist in a alternative school.
Okay, come on, behavior intervention specialist. And how did you get into that work?
I actually got involved with working with kids about 27 years ago. A friend of mine asked me if I wanted a job, and I was like, yeah, I want a job. I need to put some paper in my pocket. And we started working in group homes, individualized treatment facilities, and schools and things of that nature. So that's how I got into it.
Okay. And what is like the reassuring moments in that career that make you feel like you where you're supposed to be?
Well, it's pretty much a thankless job. I mean, it's one of those jobs where you go to work every day and you say, man, am I making a difference? And whether you know it or not, I mean, I think sometimes you touch on lives and in ways that you don't know, but you never get like that instant, like, thanks for helping me out. I mean, sometimes you do, but it's one of those things where it's just kind of in the moment. But like later on in life, when you like maybe you're out doing something with your own family, and then you run into somebody that you used to work with, and they're like, "Yeah, I'm doing good, man. I'm a manager here or there, or I'm doing this. I'm in school. I just graduated, but I wanted to thank you for being that role model in my life years ago." That's kind of cool. That's cool.
Yeah, I feel like, well, I do similar work, with like making an impact on my community and things like that. And what kind of I think about is like, it's not something you're going to see overnight. It's not going to, It's not like something you do it and you're going to see the results immediately. Yeah. And so I think that sometimes that's a lot of times what people prefer. But it's just that you made an impact. That's reassuring in itself. I like that.
I mean, I've worked with like thousands of kids in 27 years, and I'm lucky if I see like one or two who come back and genuinely say thank you for making a difference. Not all of them have done that, but the special ones, you know who they are.
Yeah. And it's like, just that one, just touching one. Yeah. It's reassuring and making sure that like you did something right.
Definitely.
Well done. I get it. I feel that. I feel that. Well, shifting gears slightly, what do you feel like some of your values are?
I value my family, my career, my faith. Yeah.
Come on, faith.
Yeah, faith is important.
Alrighty. Well, what do you feel like some of your greatest accomplishments are?
I think that staying in this field, working with kids as long as I have, that's probably the biggest accomplishment. I mean,
27 years.
27 years, yeah. And it's such a it's a field with such a high turnover rate that lasting this long, only the Lord could have done it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you said alternative school, and I immediately think about my patients. And I feel like my nerves are so bad that, like, I don't know. Like, so I guess my question is, like, how do you keep going, especially on those lower days or when you get those students that are, like, really trying your nerves?
Well, it's been one of those things where I've been taught to look at it like the kid is acting out because of hurt. He's been hurt, and I'm like the forefront. I'm like the first person, the first responder that comes to him when he's, having a crisis or whatever. And so he lashes out at me, and I just have to understand that it's not personal. It's just that he's crying out for some help. That's all. And holding on to that, thinking like that in the moment is pretty much what gets you through it. Yeah, it's rough. It can be rough, but I guess feeling like you making a difference and helping somebody when they're able to be so escalated, and then you come in and take the lash that they give you, and you can bring them down from that and help them see a different way. That's also pretty fulfilling. So a lot of times you see those breakthroughs with kids, and it's gratifying.
I feel that. I think one of the things that I really appreciate that you said was not taking things personal.
Yeah,
I feel like personal. That is like enough for anybody. Like, everybody needs to like write that down, because I feel like a lot of times when there's like people that spaz or flip out or like you said, things escalate, our immediate thing is like, why would you do that to me? And it's like, or
yeah. I mean,
you feel hurt,
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I mean, there have been times when I was like, whoa, pump your brakes. You're coming at the wrong person with that, because don't give me that energy. I'm not giving you that energy.
I didn't do it.
Yeah. But I understand that that they're hurt, and they just need somebody to absorb it from time to time. And a lot of times I'm the one who is that shock absorber, because it's funny when you see a kid come at you and you're like, wait a minute, because I didn't expect that to come out of your little mouth, but it does. And when it does, that's when you have to really rein it in and tell yourself, this one needs the love that nobody is giving them. So that's what I'm here for.
I like that. Well, what are some of your goals that you have outside of your career?
Well, I'm a bit of an artist, I'd like to think. I love drawing, I love music, but I like DJing. DJing is a big hobby of mine. I don't do it for fun. I mean, I don't do it for, like fame or anything like that. I don't do it for money. I just enjoy music, and I enjoy spinning, so yeah.
So what are you trying to do with that? So what's the goal with that?
Just to, music is one of those things that touches a lot of different genres. I mean, a lot of different backgrounds. No matter how old you are, what color you are, music can touch you from time to time. And if I can get people to listen to the music that I enjoy playing, and they enjoy it, then that's an accomplishment for me. That's a big accomplishment for me. But like I said, I don't do it just to so somebody can say, man, that dude right there, you should get him to do your party. No, I'm not really the one to do parties. I mean, I would love to spin in front of people just to be doing it. if a party breaks out, then a party breaks out. But it's just for your listening enjoyment, really.
Okay. What's your favorite genre?
I like house music.
House.
Yeah, I like house music. Yeah, house, R&B, neo soul. I mean, I like a lot of different. It's my music taste is pretty elaborate. I like a lot of different stuff, and so it's not just.
What's one of your all-time favorites?
All-time favorite? You mean like songs?
Or yeah, songs.
Groups, artists. That's a tough one because there's a lot of them.
That you will play over and over. Anybody be like, put you on the aux right now, play a song.
I mean, I would probably go with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson and The Lady of My Life. Everybody likes Thriller. But yeah, it's a bunch of stuff. It's a bunch of stuff. I can't just pinpoint one, but I like a lot of stuff. So yeah.
Okay, come on. Okay, then you mentioned art, but what's your goal with art? What you trying to do with that?
Actually, a friend of mine and I have a dream of opening up a little gallery. Probably being some art therapists, maybe. Who knows? It's a little bit off in the distance, but that's something that we were talking about doing.
Art is definitely therapeutic.
Oh yeah.
Unless you have a patience like mine. Well, actually, I need to give myself a little bit more credit. I was gonna say I have patience to a degree.
But see, here's the thing: art is about what you're feeling, about what you like. If you like it, then who cares what anybody else likes?
Yeah.
Yeah. Their opinion is their opinion, and that's it. If you like it, then that's what's happening.
So if I just felt like throwing paint,
if you felt like throwing
a
can of paint at a wall, and then scraping it up with some chisels or something like that, that's you. That's what you like. That's all that matters.
I feel it. Okay. Not right now, because I'm going around telling people I'm an artist. That's what I'm silly.
Nobody can tell you what art is to you.
Yeah.
Put a frame on it, hang it up on the wall.
Also, he's drawing my next 2 tattoos, so when I get them, I'm also post them. So just check it out. Stay tuned.
Yeah, they're coming.
They're coming. I'm excited. I'm ready. I told you I'm ready. Okay, so you kind of touched on how your career contributes, but I'm just curious. What do you feel like? What is your role in community, or the role that you play in your community?
Excuse me. I think that I am a role model. Too many times, you got people that fly off the handle about little stuff, and if you just take a minute to think about the situation and react a certain way, then the outcome can be so much better. Like, I remember one time we were in a restaurant, and your mom and I, we were in a restaurant, and it was really hot outside, and the sun is blazing, and there's a couple in there that have ordered their food. Now they're waiting, and the crew in the back are doing their thing. They're doing the best that they can to get people's food. Like, one thing that I don't ever want to do is mess with the person that's preparing my food, because who knows what could end up in that food. You know what I'm saying? But we're in there with a lot of other people who are waiting in line patiently for their orders, and this one girl is just going completely bananas about not getting her order. And we're standing there patiently waiting, and I know that she ordered maybe 4 or 5 guests before us, but we still ended up walking out of there before she did with hers. She's still ranting and raving, but it's just take a minute to think about the person that you're talking to. and what they're doing and what kind of day they're going through. And, you're probably that last person on there, that touched the nerve in them that said, you know what, this lady's going to wait 10 minutes longer than she would have if she would have just closed her mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I just say be kind to everybody that you can. Sometimes people don't let you do that, but try hard,
Now, yeah. I mean, I like that you said that because I just had a conversation with my mother as well. And we were talking about how you shouldn't burn bridges because you never know.
Yeah.
Like, you never know when you might need a favor or you might be on the shorthand of it or on the flip side of it. You never know. Like, I know a lot of people are like, you did to me. You don't mean nothing to me and things like that. But then when you're in need or when you need something or say you applying for a job and now that person is the one that has to make a decision for you. Like, you never know when and where you'll need somebody. So, and I told my mom, like, I don't try to end things on bad terms with people. And like when I was younger, people used to be like, oh, you just fake, you don't like, But no, just because I'm cordial with people don't mean that like I'm fake. It means that I want to stay on good grounds with people because that's just what.
Treat people nice.
Treat other people how you want to be treated.
That's right.
Because again, you'll never know.
Yeah.
Because then now if I need a favor, somebody's more likely to be like, yes, I got you. Versus, nah, remember you said, and that is not that. It's not that. And that's why I try not to, like you said, I try to be kind to people. So I like that. But that, you kind of veered away from the question there. I said, what is your role in community?
I said that I'm the role model.
And I want you to elaborate a little bit more.
I try to act a certain way, carry myself a certain way. I want people around me to do things sort of the way I do. Like, if I'm cleaning up around my house, you know what I'm saying? Then I want other people to clean up around their house, obviously. You know what I'm saying? If I'm, excuse me, if I'm being talked to a certain way, then I want to talk to somebody else a certain way. I just want to emulate what I think people should do in life. Like, don't go off on people just because they messed up your order. Or perfect example, I was trying to get some air in my tire, and I'm in a gas station, and I'm running late for work, and I say, let me hurry up and get this air in my tire. I put my money in the machine, and nothing. It gives me nothing. So I go to the clerk and I'm telling him what happened, and he's telling me that it's his first day on the job. Sorry, I can't help you. I don't know anything about that machine. The person who's supposed to be coming won't be in until later on this afternoon. And I'm like, look, all I want is $1.50 so I can put the $1.50 back in the machine and try to get this machine to work, to get me to work. He's like, no, sir, I can't give you $1.50. And I was like, I understand that you feel like that, sometimes people are on a scam trying to get you, but I'm like, $1.50. All I'm trying to do is get to work. He's looking at my tire that's very low, and he still won't help me. But I was like, you know what, Kenny, don't go off because it's not going to help you. He's obviously not going to give you what you need. So just move on. Just move on. And if everybody could just move past, their initial anger or whatever, I think the world would be a much better place. I really do. And if people minded their own business, like, I stick to myself because I don't want, people saying, well, he said this or, he said that. No, he didn't say anything. You can come back to me and ask me, and I'll tell you exactly what I said, if I said anything at all. But I think you should just, like you said earlier, treat people the way you want to be treated.
I like that. So who do you think you are? You serve as a role model to?
I try to serve as a role model to everyone I come in contact with. Like I said, I'm just a mild mannered guy. All I want to do is do what I'm supposed to do, so that everybody else. I want to make things easy for everybody else. In other words, so if I do my part, maybe that'll make somebody else do the same thing, and they'll see that it's not that difficult to do. But I guess mainly people at my job. People at my job. I got people at my job that don't necessarily feel like they have to do certain things, or like they may not know how to do certain things. So I show them how to do it, and still, it's laziness. Some people are lazy, so I think that's it. And then some people are scared. But you in my work, you can't be scared of what you're doing or how to do it.
Okay. You mentioned mild mannered, and like you give me this very calm. I know you, so you give me always this calm in the midst of a storm. So when you do have your moments of like where you want to like spaz, or that millisecond of like anger, frustration, and things like that, what calms you back down?
Breathing, taking a deep breath, and then thinking about your next move, my next move, and how I'm gonna do it. If I can, I'll remove myself from the element. If I can, I'll listen to some music. If I can, I will. I'll try to read something to help calm me down. But breathing, and just taking a second to think. That's the biggest thing that I do.
I like that.
That's the best thing that I do.
I like that. Well, do you have any questions for me?
Who would you say has been pretty influential in your life? I already know the answer to that question.
I'm looking at the picture.
All right.
For one, it has to be, the two. You know my family. Let's start there. Let's go broad and then narrow it down. As far as influence go, I have a lot of women in my life. A lot of strong, independent, wise women that I was raised around. Come from a very dominant women's family. Black women. Strong black women. So it's a lot. My aunties, my cousins, all of them. I'm baby girl, like, they've all poured into me and like invested into me and motivated me to keep going. Narrowing down, my grandmother who passed recently, she played a huge role. I do have another grandmother that also, I'm like, this is how I'm going to be when I turn about 70, you know, I can see it. But my other grandmother that I recently lost was that wisdom for me. She was the glue, the rock, the matriarch, and like, I took on a lot of her tendencies and a lot of her ways. So she definitely played a huge role in that. And then also, last but not least, my mother, like, it's been me and her since day one. So I've only seen what it's like to keep fighting, to play mom and dad, to like, you know, pour into your child and make sure that they have a better life, and like, inspirational, all the sacrifices that I've seen her do to make sure that I never had to. So like, that is powerful.
You know what, I gotta piggyback off of that, because I did leave out my mom. And you know, in the black family, we have extended families. And so you know, I have the fortune of having two moms. And my bio mom, she obviously gave birth, set me on this earth and everything, but she couldn't, or at the time, she couldn't give me what I needed. So she allowed me to stay with my dad, who did what he could, but I think he put me in the life of a woman who tirelessly, just continuously gave me love and support and affection and discipline when I needed it. So I can't forget them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, mothers, everybody love their mom. Well, I'm not gonna say that because I know some people who
don't speak too soon.
Not rock with their mama, but most of us know what they had to go through and to get us where we are. So I gotta give props to them too, at the utmost props to them, because it's hard.
It is.
It's hard being a single mom and raising children, and I mean male children at that is really difficult. But I mean, you know, it's just the same with a daughter, but I think they have a different bond than a mother and son. You know what I mean? Because like she has to show him how to be a man, and that's rough. That's hard on a woman. So I give props to my moms. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Thanks.
Okay. Any other questions that you have for me?
What is your drive? What keeps you going?
Again, I'm looking. My vision board is right there, and I'm steadily looking at it because everything you ask me just makes you go back to things that I have on that board. In that order, at the bottom it says faith, family, and friends, and I think that those 3 F's are what keep me going, keeps me pushing, keeps me motivated. With that faith, I'm starting to believe in myself more because I know that others believe in me, but sometimes I struggle to see that same belief that others see. And so trying to embody that faith and belief into myself, as well as my faith within God as well, to just keep pushing and trust the process and not get in Naya's head about, in Ye's head about what if, coulda, shoulda, and things like that. So.
Right. And you are a fruit that fell off the tree but didn't fall far from, because you are definitely your mama's baby. You are that.
Oh, we.
Strong. Very strong-willed. I like that. I like that a lot.
Hers is more stubborn.
Hers is definitely.
She's very stubborn. I'm a little bit more liberated when it comes to thinking.
Yeah, but I
ain't no sway.
You're going to accomplish a lot of stuff, and I am really proud of you for being the woman, or growing into the woman that you have. Very well done. Very well.
I appreciate that. Okay, well, any last advice that you would like to give to someone that's watching?
I would say just to, we said it earlier, just to treat people the way that you want to be treated. Mind your own business. Stop being so messy. Don't be so messy at all.
Messy.
Oh my God, messy is.
People love mess. Oh.
Yeah, but we need to cool that out. We need to cool that out and start focusing on us. Yeah.
That's what it is. Everybody want to point things. Like with this Kurt Franklin thing. All right, that's between him and his child. All right, like that's something they need to figure out. Exactly. You worry about your own problems. So.
That's right. That's right. Let them iron that stuff out.
I agree. Well, thank you for coming on my channel. I appreciate you. Thank you all for tuning in. Don't forget to smash that subscribe button. Like I said, I see y'all that's watching and not subscribing. Y'all might as well subscribe if you're going to watch it anyway. Also, make sure you follow me on social media at Sipping with Ye. Go forward, share love, share light, and don't ask what's in my cup.